Hey everybody, how's it going? One of my sources sent me a text last evening, about 8 o'clock I guess it was, and said that there had been a derailment at Rowen. He said 12 cars, auto racks. This morning I heard somebody else say it was 11. I don't know. Doesn't make any difference. No causes or anything. It's easy to speculate. Everybody always says string line, but I don't know if that's the case. I didn't ask him which direction the train was going. He did later text me after that and said they were empty. So empty auto racks are pretty light cars. And everybody always blames center beam cars for causing derailments, but I don't know. I don't know if they're actually technically involved or the cause of any more derailments than any other cars. I think it just looks that way. Maybe they're innocent victims. I'm up at Woodford, and that is way long up there. And you can see another auto rack unit train. I don't know if it was a unit auto rack that derailed, but I understand that there was another one around the same time, and now this one. But anyway, driving up, as I said, I'm at Woodford here. There's somebody sitting there. I don't know if they're rail fanning or just resting, but there are no trains parked at Woodford. There's nothing at Rowen, at least not up to about halfway through the siding from this direction, which is, I'm looking west right now. And I saw nothing at Bealville, and I saw nothing from Bakersfield up to Bena, which is the last place that you could see any of that. Railroad truck there. Thought maybe he'd pull in, I could ask him some questions, but nope. But anyway, I figured there'd be trains stacked up if it was a problem. I don't know if this guy's going to come to a stop here. We'll flip this around when he gets here and see what he's going to do. All right, well, here comes this auto rack. He is in the siding at Woodford here. And this is one of the Pinkerton trucks. I have been told that the railroad hired Pinkerton Security to start trying to do something about the robberies happening up here. There's one of them. So I figured I'd come up here, and if there were, if the line was blocked, that there'd be a lot of trains stacked up. So that must not be the case. And if they had got it opened up in the last few hours, that there'd be a lot of trains. So again, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, but if they were able to, if they pulled it off the inside away from either the main or the siding and could use the other track, they certainly would, and that may be the case. You know me. It is New Year's Eve, and this is probably about as wild as my New Year's Eve is gonna get. And this guy is on his brakes, but doesn't really appear to be slowing down. this angle, it's hard to tell if these are loaded or not. Yeah, it doesn't appear he's stopping, so I don't know why they were running him through the siding. But as I always say, dispatching is a mystery to me. All right, well, I've never shot from this location before, here at Woodford. And, you know, I'm always I'm up here a lot, so I'm always looking for new locations to shoot from, different views, and well, this is one of them. I almost always shoot from the other side of the tracks here. Cloudy and hazy, so looking that way, not a very good shot. Take what you can get, huh? Pardon the wigglies. I was actually going to set my tripod up, but I pulled up here and stepped out of the truck for a minute, and my phone was still in the truck, and I heard this guy tooting his horn. There's another crossing right down around the curve there, so I didn't have time to set anything up. Most of you know that I move around a lot when I'm shooting videos. A lot of times I'll move around maybe in 2 or 3 different views shooting the same terrain, so I don't know, a tripod doesn't work real well for me. Here are my the URLs to my PayPal and my Patreon. If you can help the channel out that way, I'd sure appreciate it. I do not feel like I am shaking. It's not cold. I'm not nervous. I'm not tense. It sure does. I sure am shaking around, moving around a lot. Sorry. Not an awful long train. I was gonna go over to the other side of the bridge, but this guy was right on the last train's tail. And if I'm shaking this time, it's because I'm winded. Because I'm parked down there. East end of Woodford, before crossing the Tehachapi Creek. Spoke to another one of my sources, and he said he believes that there's no one still down at the derailment. They just may have their machines parked there, but he's pretty sure everybody's gone. So, you know, when I leave here, maybe I'll cruise down there and see what's happening. I know that there is a westbound behind this guy. The loaded grain train has stopped at Cable. So maybe catch him somewhere down the way. It has gotten nice and sunny in the last 30 minutes or so. Clouds have all cleared. That last train that I shot further down Woodford, you saw how hazy and it still was. That's all completely gone now. Clear as a bell. If you look back that way, you can see the tops of the clouds that are still over the valley. It'll probably be like that all day, which is not unusual for the valley to stay socked in. It's not. It was a little foggy when I left this morning, but not much at all. Just stays overcast and gloomy. It was like that yesterday, but the only time I went outside one time, my daughter needed to have a headlight bulb replaced in her car, and went out and did. That's the only time I even walked outside yesterday. I needed a day of rest. And I didn't plan on coming up here today. I was gonna stay in town, do a couple things down there and get a little more rest. But thought I'd get up, as I said, and check out the derailment site. Hope to still do that. Tomorrow, well, let's see, this is Tuesday. Yeah, so Thursday, January 2nd, I have a really cool video coming up. Hopefully get this one edited and get it up tomorrow on New Year's Day. But you're gonna like the other one, I guarantee it. And parked down there. There's a gate down there. I was gonna drive through there earlier, drive up to the other side, but the gate that's behind me there is literally just being held up by ropes. I'm sure that Conservancy probably put that up. I'm not gonna mess with that, that'd be a real pain. So this time, when I came back this time, I backed down in there, down this road here, and as soon as I got to the bottom, I heard this guy coming. So I use this little cow trail here to get up here. So yeah, my exploits out shooting videos aren't always just getting out of my truck and standing there. All right. Okay, let's move on. Well, another shoot from the hit video, because driving down through Rowen now, and this guy come around the curve, and I jumped out and fired this up. That's why the head end was already by me by the time I started shooting. But I wanted to get that because it had so many locomotives on it. It sounded like about maybe 3 or 4 of them were running. But find out when I edit the video. I'll let you guys be the judge of that as well. This guy is in the siding, and not a very long train either. There's the end of him. I didn't look at the signals when I went by. Oh, nope, that isn't the end of him. Let's just have a couple of flat cars. The photograph that I saw of the derailment looked like it would have been in the siding and were pulled off to the inside of course, when I looked at that photograph, I just assumed they were looking west, but that is certainly not certain. Yeah, there's what fooled me about being the end of the train. But anyway, this guy is in the siding. So if that did happen in the siding, obviously it didn't do much track damage. There you can get a more clear shot of the clouds that are hanging over the valley. So I don't know if they're going to stop this guy in the siding here and let that westbound grain train come by. But we're going to find out. I was thinking about, I've been going through my analytics and seeing how long people watch videos. Thinking about, this is going to be a long video because I'm going to do all of what I shoot today in one video. Let me know in the comments below if you prefer just 1 or 2 trains or 3. If you prefer those to the longer videos with more trains. We'll see what happens. Move down a little ways. All right. Here's the mess. Got this gentleman down here for the same reason I am, except he's just shooting photographs. This guy has his wife with him, and she seems about as enthusiastic about this stuff as Jennifer when I bring her with me. when I saw that white SUV sitting there. When I come over that hill, I thought it was one of the railroad people. I'm gonna have to whip out my credentials. But no, it's not much of a mess. I don't know if I'll be able to come and catch the scrap job. I hope so. One of my sources retired recently. One of my other sources, the one who's actually a trainman, will be retiring in just, I think, in a couple of weeks, he said. But I still have a couple of others. Alright, well, let's wander down there and see what we can see. Alright, well, not really a big mess. Most of the trucks and axles appear to have stayed with the cars. Watch my footing around here. With it being string-lined like this and with virtually no damage to the truck, it doesn't look like they had to do much of anything. We'll see when we get further up the curve. Doesn't look like they had to do much of anything, so I'm assuming this was an eastbound uphill train. And I might add that this is the siding over here. I didn't even notice, wasn't paying any attention when that last train went by, if he was on the main or in the siding, but we saw that the train ahead of him was definitely in the siding. And there is proof positive that at least this car was empty. Honestly, I don't see anything at all on this, on the rail here. You know, where they have done anything. There's no, I don't even see any new clips or banged up ties or anything. That's a good thing. Get things rolling again. Well, I was going to come down here and walk around the other, see the tops of them, but I don't know, it doesn't look any different. But gosh, you can see it didn't even break the wires on the fence. Just pushed them down, and I'm not climbing over barbed wire, no matter what. I don't care. Right there is the west end of Rowen. No signals lit, so they don't have that empty grain cleared west, nor do they have anything cleared east, or those signals would be lit red. Okay, this is the last train I'm going to shoot. Oh, what a beautiful scene, huh? They are going by the derailment there. This is a loaded grain. Hear them under braking here. That is not rail and wheel squeal, those are the brakes. And as I've said in other videos, I love that smell. I always have since I was a little kid. Hot brakes. And that is Black Mountain, and that is the mountain that is just to the west of Tehachapi, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the area. And that is 3 peaks. You can't tell from this angle, but there are 3 distinct peaks at the top of that mountain. Generally run 2 or 3 of these trains every day, every 24 hours. And it's amazing how much food product just comes across at Tehachapi Pass. Astounding. You got to figure all the other places in America that these trains go loaded. Absolutely incredible. All right. Well, keep shooting me the ideas. Drop in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motorport59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. And we'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, a little addendum to this video. It is about 7:30 New Year's Day. No hangover, because it's hard to have a hangover when you fell asleep watching TV at 10 o'clock. But anyway, I was contacted by a source who was very close with the derailment, and the DPU went into emergency, and before the crew had a chance to even react to it, this happened. And there have been no discipline of the crew. Everything's okay. The black box bore out what they said happened, and everybody's working, or well, probably off resting now, but everyone is okay. There were no injuries, and no one got in any trouble, and the mess will be cleaned up soon. I don't know if I'll catch the scrap job, but if I can, I will. But I just wanted to throw that in there so you'd have a little closure, I guess. All right, thanks.